Hello. So this is the third night of my Secret Santa's gift to me, which is 8 puzzles, one for each night of Hanukkah. So unfortunately, I did record this entire puzzle and it had no sound, so I figured I would just solve it again. It was a fun puzzle, and I definitely missed some things that made it take much longer, so maybe this will be a shorter video this time. I remember a few things, but honestly, it might be like solving it for the first time again. I won't act like I already know things, at least. We'll discover them together again. There's a little message in the rules. It says Santa was a little cross over the last puzzle, so he decided to set this one with X sums and killer cages, all based on the start date of Hanukkah. Hope you enjoy. So we've got December 25th, 2024 here, December 25th, 2024 here, and the 8s for the 8 nights of Hanukkah, and then the cages also are December 25th, 2024. So that's pretty neat. Good setting here. Let's go over the rules. So we do have normal 9x9 Sudoku rules. I'm so used from Adventure saying 6x6. Anyway, normal 9x9 Sudoku rules. So in each row, each column, and each 3x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 9 exactly once each. We also have these X sums outside the grid. The way these X sums work is whatever digit goes here, say this is a 4, that means you take the 4 cells starting from right next to the clue. So including this digit, you take these 4 cells, and those digits need to sum to the clue. So these 4 would sum to 12 in this case. So I could do maybe like 1, 2, 5, I think would work. Because we would have 5 plus 5 plus 2 is 12, right? So these 4 would add to 12. If this was a 3, then these 3 would add to 12. It is in the direction of the clue. So this 8 here, we would start here. Maybe we could do 2, 6, or like 2, 6 here, right? In addition to that, we do have these killer cages, digits in a cage, sum to the value in the top left. So these sum to 20, these sum to 25, etc. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. All right. So the place to start is these 12s. Actually, I want to start with the 8s. There's only 2 ways to X sum 8s. You can do 2, 6 in 2 cells, or you can do a 3 here. If you do a 3 here, that means these 3 sum to 8. And so with a 3, these 2 need to sum to 5. But we can't do another 2, 3. The 3 is already used. So we would be a 3 with a 1, 4. So that means all of these are 2, 3. But it also means that these digits here are either going to be a 6 or they're going to be a 1 or a 4 to make a 1, 4 pair. Now we can't put 1, 4s here because we don't know which ones are 2 or 3. But what we do know, actually, is because this is a 2, 3 pair, we know that one of these is 6 and the other is a 1 or a 4. It can't be a 1, 4 pair. So that's important to remember. All right, so now I'm just going to go through each clue, and we're gonna work out what the possible X sums for each of these are. So we have the 12s, 25s. We're going to do them all at once. So the 12s, you can't do it in 2 because you have to do 2, 10. With 3, it's very easy. And with 4, it's pretty easy. With 5, we can't, because 1 through 5 sums to 15. So we max out at 4. So this is going to be a 3, 4 pair, which means one of these is 3 long and the other's 4 long in some way. 4 long, 3 long, or 4 long, 3 long. We're going to look into that more later, but let's just get through all these X sums first. So 25, 3 digits max out at 24. 987 is 24. But if you think about it, you'd have to use a 3. So actually it maxes out at 983, which is 20. So the 20s can be 3, but not the 25s. Now 4 digits adding to 25. We can do 9874, which is already 28, because 987 is 24. And so another 4, being the length, would get us to 28. So that's plenty. So we could do 4. We can do 5, and we can do 6. 1 through 6, that's 21, so we can get a little bit higher than that. That's fine. But we can't do 7, because 1 through 7 sums to 28. So this is 4, 5, or 6. The 20s, again, we can barely squeak out a 3. We can do a 3, 8, 9. We can definitely do 4, and we can definitely do 5, but 6 adds to 21. 1 through 6 is 21, so only 3, 4, 5. And then 24 is going to be similar to the 25. We can't do the 3 because we can't do 7, 8, 9 if we do 3, because we have to include the 3. So we're going to be a 4, or we're going to be a 5, or we're going to be a 6, but we're not going to be 7. Okay. But remember, one of these two is a 6, so this can't actually be 6. All right. So what do we do from here? I do believe all of these are possible. So we have this 3-4 pair here. Can 20 actually be 5? I think it can, yeah. Because 1 through 5 adds to 15, so it should be possible to do 20 and 5. Right, so this 3-4 pair. So we want to think about probably this digit at least, because it has to be involved in both the 3 and the 4. So a 3 length 12, let's think about that. So with a 3, what are we going to do? We need the remaining digits to add to 9. So we could do 318, 327, 3. Can't do 3, 3, 6, and we can't do 3, 4, 5 because the 4 is already in. There's already a 3-4 pair here. But then in 4, I think 4 is the limited one. So if this is a 4, these 3 would then have to add to 8. So 8 and 3, there's 2 ways to do it. A 1 with a 2 and a 5, or a 1 with a 3 and a 4. Well, we're definitely not doing a 1, 3, 4 with this being also 3, with this being a 4. So if this is a 4, whichever one's 4, we're going to have a 1, 2, 5. So this 1, 2, 5 here is the important bit that we want to think about, because it also has to be involved in a 3 sum to 12. So we could do 3, 1. Let's just scratch it out here. We could do 3, 1, 8, or we could do 3, 2, 7, because these have to add to 9. We can't do 3, 5, 4 because there's already a 3, 4 pair in the box, and we can't do it here either. So this is not a 5. So I don't know if we know which way this goes yet. This 12 cage here, I'm wondering. So we can't have 3 or 4 in it. So, and we can't have both 1 and 2 in it. So what if we omitted the 1? Let's look at that first. We could do the smallest we could do is a 2 and then 5, 6. 2, 5, 6 adds to 13. 11 plus 2 is 13. So that's too big. So we have to use a 1 in this 12 clue. Right? Because again, if we omit the 1, 2 is the smallest digit we could do. And then with the 3, 4 pair, we can't include 3, 4. So we're going up to 5, 6, and now that's suddenly too big. So we have to include the 1 in it, which means this is a 2. And since this can't be a 1, if we were to do 4, 1, 2, 5, this wouldn't be 1 or 2. This would be a 5. And if we were to do a 3, this would have to be 2, 7. So this is 5 or 7 only. And again, if this were 3, this would be a 7. And if this were 4, this would be 1, 2, 5. So this would be 1 or 5. Okay. 25 and 4, how would that work? I want to think about that again. It seems like it works just fine. Yeah. Okay, 3, 4. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. I'm not sure I should want to mark that right now. This is also 3, 4, 5, 6. These can't be 1 or 2. So these are from 7, 8, 9 only. Oh, you know what's happening here? So we have a 3, 4, 5, 6 here, taking 6 out of these, and a 3, 4, 5, 6 here, taking 6 out of these. And these can't be 6 because of the 12 sums. We notice these have to be 5 set, but these have to be 2, 5, and then a 1, 5, 1 or 5, and a 7, right? So the 6 ends up here. Now, if this is a 6, these two add to 6 as well. So this can't be a 7. And if it can't be a 7, this can't be the 3. Or sorry, it can't be the 3 because these need to add to 9. So this has to be the 4. This has to be the 3. That gives us the 5, 3, and 6 here. This is not a 3. Okay. We'll look at those more in a second. But with this being 6, this is a 1, 5 pair. This has to be 7, which we know from the 3. And we're left with an 8, 9 pair here. Very nice. Okay. So these two sixes do look down. Putting a 6 down here, I don't think that's important. We should look at these. This 3 here. Remember, we can just eke out a 3 for 20. This has to be an 8-9 pair. Because we have to do 3 plus 17. This 6, so 25 and 6, it might be easier to think about the outies. So if we're doing 25 and 6, what are these purple cells? Well, the entire row adds to 45. 1 through 9 is 45. So these add to 20. Unfortunately, like, and I know 3, 8, 9 feels special, but we can easily get to 20 with a bigger digit as our smaller digit. So we don't have to use a 3 over here. So yeah, I don't think we can quite do that yet. 24 and 5 seems pretty open to me. All right, what can we do here? 3, 8, 9. Maybe there's some Sudoku more that we can do. We know this is a 1-5 pair. This is going to be 4 with a 2, 1, 5 to get to 12. 6 plus 6. Interesting. I don't know if that matters for the 25 right now. Is 25 and 4... I mean, if these add to 9... So if this was a 4 and this was as big as it could be as a 5, that would be 9. So these would have to add to 16, which would have to be 7, 9. But it just works. Okay. Okay, so what is our next step? We got these 8s. Got this 8. We got this 24. 4, 5, 6. Maybe there's more Sudoku. We have these 2 3s. There's a 3 down here. This can't be a 3 because of the 2, 3 pair. 20 and 3. Okay, we know it's not 3, 8, 9. 3, 8, 9 has a big issue, which is that this can't be like this. This would be an 8, 9 with an 8, 9 there, right? It doesn't work. So what's the biggest we can put here? And that'll tell us what the smallest we can put here is. So the biggest we can put is actually, we can put a 7 here exactly. We don't have 6. We'd put a 5 here and a 7 here. That adds to 12. So we would need at least 8 to get to 20, but this can't be an 8, right? 5 plus 7 is 12. We need at least 8 more. Okay, so another way to put that is if this was a 7 or lower, even if we could repeat the 7, we still can only do 5, 7 based on the box, and that's not big enough. That's only 19. So this has to be a 9 for that reason. And that puts a 9 up here somewhere. So now that that's 9, these add to 11. So how are we doing 11? Well, we're not doing 2, 9. 9 is gone. 3, 8 would be 8, 9 is gone. So we can't do 3, 8. 4, 7 would be a 4 here with a 7 here. And then 5, 6 would be the 6. So this has to be 4 and 7. All right, so this is not a 4 then. So if this is 3, this would be 1 with a 4 there. And that would make this a 2. This would have to be 2, 6. So if this is a 3, that's a 2. If this is a 3, that's a 2. I think they can both be 2s though, right? So what I've learned is at least one of these is a 2, but I don't think there's anything to do with that right now. Right, 4. Oh, but 4 is gone entirely. We cannot do 3, 1, 4 because 4 is gone. So we got to do the 2, 6. So what I just thought about didn't actually help. That actually places the 6 here. So this 25 is in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 25, which means this is 20. We already have 8. So these have to add to 12. So how are we adding to 12? We can't do 3, 9. We can't do 4, 8. So we're going to have to do 5, 7. So that's our 7. That's our 5. Nice. That gives us the 1 here and the 5 and the 1. This will work itself out, but what is the triple? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 is the triple. What's this triple here? We need 1, 2. Oh, so the 2 goes here. Why? Oh, this sees a 2 and this sees a 2. Okay. The 2 there. So it's 1, 2, and 5. So this is a 1, 5 pair. Oh, we get the 1 and the 5. That's not a 2. All right, lots of Sudoku. This is a pair. We need a 2. Oh, and we need a no, we don't need a 5, sorry. We need a 7. Okay, 2 7 pair. We got the 6 there. This is a 4 5 pair. Let's get this triple. We have 1 2, we need 3 5 6. Oh, not 6. 3 5 8. Can I clean that up at all? Not sure. Okay, I got these 2 5s. That puts a 5 down here. What else can I do here? Got a 6 in one of these two. Um, 4 5 pair, 8 9. So what's the rest of this row? We need 2 8. 2 3 4 5 6. 2 7 8 9. It's not a 2. Okay, I wonder if, see, 5 would be the more restrictive for the 20. I wonder if that's helpful at all. So this would be a 5. So these 4 would add to 15. I really don't see a restriction there. I'm not going to bother with that. If this was 5, it would include the 6 here. It overlaps with this. This is a 25 gauge, right? Yeah, this is a 25 gauge. So these add to 20. I don't really think there's a huge restriction on that. We do have these 2 1s, so 1 down here. I wonder if there's more Sudoku. What about this 25? We know it's these 6. We have a lot of the digits already. So this adds to 11 plus 2. This adds to 13 already. So these 3 need to add to 12. 12 and 3. What are the digits left? We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these need to add to 12. If we used the 3, how would these add to 9? 1 8 would work. So 3 1 8 would work. I need to add to 9, right? Yeah, 9 plus 3. Okay. So 1 8 can't be 2 7, can't be 3 6, can't be 4 5. So this would have to be 3 1 8. So let's just 3 1 8. I'm just going to mark that, corner mark that just to remind myself. This is a 4, then these need to add to 8. So they could be 1 7, can't be 2 6, 3 5, or 4. Oh, okay. So there's always a 1. And it's with a 7 or an 8. So this is 1 7 8 with a 1 in it. That puts a 1 down here. Interesting. Maybe thinking about the outies would help. These have to add to 20. There's definitely a 9. So the rest adds to 11. So how are we getting 11? Well, we can't do 2 9. We could do 3 8. So we could do 3 8. Or 4 7. And that's what I'm seeing here, yeah. Is we're using the 8 or the 7 here, which means we're using the 8 or the 7 here. Yeah, so that gives me the same result. Did that exclude anything interesting? Excluded. Huh. I don't know. 1 2 3 4 5. What about, okay, 6 is here. 7 8. Yeah, it's just the 6s here. Okay. I'm not sure I can do more with that right now. 7 4 3 8. Okay, what's our next step then? This 5 maybe? We need to get to 24. We already have 5 and 7. So that adds to 12. So we need another 12 and 3 here. Can this be a 6 then? This would be could not be 1, 5, could not be 2, 4, because there's a 2, 4 here. So this can't be a 6, because we already have 12. We need another 12. If this was a 6, this would add to 6. And we can't do 1, 5, and we can't do 2, 4. So that's not a 6. Let's look at 4 then. So if this is a 4, these need to add to 8. We're not doing 1, 7. We're not doing 2, 6. We're not doing 3, 5. So this actually has to be a 1. Crazy. If that's a 1, in fact, this not being 6 in general does force this to be 3, and now that's 1, 4. That forces this to be 2, 6. Okay, that's 7 and 2. Oh, right, we couldn't use a 6 at all anyway. Oh no, sorry, the 6, this could have been the 6, right? Never mind. So now that that's a 1, these have to add to 11. So we could do 2. Oh, we don't have a 2 at all, so we can't do 2, right? We can't do 2, 9. 3, 8 seems possible. This would be 3, this would be 8. Good thing one thing's possible. 4, 7 doesn't work. We're trying to get to 11, and then 5, 6 doesn't work. So this has to be 3, 8. Wow, that was quite restricted. That places the 1 in here, by the way. We got that 1. Okay, so that's that 24. The rest of this row, we need a 2, 4, and 9. These can't be the 2s, so that's our 2. Up with a 4, 9 pair. This has 9 in it. We need to get to 24, so we need 15, which is going to be, it's not going to be 7, 8, because that can't be 7 or 8, so it's got to be 6, 9. That 6 tells us that's 9, that's 6. Gives us the 6 there. Gives us the 6 there. This column we need a 1, and then this box we need a 4. This box we need a 9, and then this pair we need a 1, 5. Okay. That's not a 2. Okay, what can I get out of all this? 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. We have this 20, we have this 24. This is a triple. 1, 2, we need 3, 4, 5, 6, we need 3, 7, 8. Wondering about the 25 cage, maybe? These 2s all look in here, placing this 2. Okay. So the rest of this row, we need a 1. We have 2, 3, we need 4, 5, 7. Okay. So these add to 19. Right, so this can't be a 1. Right, we have 6 already, so this adds to 25. We have 6 already, so 19 remains. If this was a 1, these would have to add to 18, which would be double 9. Doesn't work. So that's not a 1. 2, 3, 4. I'm wondering about this being 5 or 4. Like, it feels restrictive, but I'm wondering if there's an easier thing to look at. Maybe the outies of this 20, because the outies are 25, and we already got these 3 digits filled. So 25 either in 4 or 5. So 25 and 25, yeah, and 4. So we already have 9, 2, and 6. That adds to 17. 8 plus 9 is 17. So to get to 25, 17 to 25 is 8, isn't it? Yeah. So we need 8 more. So this cannot be 25 and 4, because this can't be an 8. So this has to be 25 and 5, which makes this a 4. That makes that 3 and 4. 4 goes with 7 to finish this 25. That's a 5, and that's a 3, because this needed to add to 8. Right? We get our 8 there. We get our 5 there. These are not 5s. This is not 7, 8. This is a 5. Okay. This is a pair. 1, 2, 3. We need a 4. No, we don't need 4 or 5. We need 6 and 7. Nope. Sorry, we need 7 and 8. Let's just make sure this adds to 20. It sure does. Okay. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus another 15 is 20. All right, so that's 9 and 8. I think we're closing up here. This is a 1 and a 5. That's not 1 now. Let's get this. Let's get as much Sudoku as we can before we have to think about this one. So 1, we need 2, 3, 4, we need 5 and 9. This cannot be any of those except 9, so that's 2 and 5. Right, we had the 7, 9 there telling us that too. This is a triple. 1, 2, we need 3, 5, not 5. We need 3, 6, 8. These can't be 6, we place the 6. And then here we need 1, 2, and 4. This is the 2. All right. We should be able to finish this cage, but let's see. This is a triple. We need 3, 8, 9. Okay. So now I think we need to think about this 24 or this 25. I don't know which one. Okay, so maybe the 24. Can we? So it's in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 5 add to 24. We already have 2, 5, and 6. That adds to 7 plus 6 is 13. So we need another 11. So we're definitely not doing an 8, 9 pair. So we need to use the 3. And with the 3, 3, 8 is 11. So we can't use the 9. So that has to be a 3, 8 pair, which makes that a 7, a 4, and a 9. We get the 4 there. We get the 1 and the 4 there. 7 and 1. 9 and 7. Okay, that places the 9 here. These aren't 7. Now this just has to add to 25. So we have 17 already. So we're going to make an 8 to get to 25. That's 3 and 8. That's 3, 8, and 3. And we're done. Nice. A lot faster this time. I think my first solve was about 50 minutes. And it actually, the thing that I was super stuck on, and I kept doing cage checking on a bunch of stuff, was the 6 in this box. I did not find the 6 in this box until after fiddling with a whole lot of clues. And this 6 was really important to find. Also, the fact that one of these two was 6, preventing this from being 6, also kept me from progressing for a while. So those are kind of the two big deductions that made it take a lot longer last time. And then I did a lot of fiddling. So I spent probably like 15 minutes trying to fiddle with this 24 and 25. But didn't need to. Cool. This was a really well constructed puzzle. It's really neat how it worked because it's so symmetric. It's using only the numbers. Like this is so hard to set. I have no idea how this was set. Very, very good setting there. Really enjoyed the puzzle, even the second time. Actually, especially the second time because it went smoother. Let me know how you did, and if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.